Hello everyone and welcome. I am Eddie and we are playing Fallen Enchantress. This is my second playthrough of this game. And so in this one, I am going to create a new faction to play as. So let's start by creating our new race. So we will be Kingdom this time, not Empire. And I'm going to create a faction and a sovereign that will be more specialized towards magic than the last time. Last time we were heavily specialized toward armor and defense and quickness. So we are going to be the race Amarian. We will get a lot of bonuses from getting some magic shards. But we are a bit weak because of the -1 hit points per level penalty. So we will get the Decalon ability. This is the only way in the game that you can actually learn new magical schools for your sovereign and your champions. Normally they are stuck with the schools that they knew at level 1. But with this strength, you can research on the magic tree. You can research a technology that will unlock 4 elemental magic books that you can then buy in your shop and learn air, fire, earth, and water magic. And with it, you also get a spell to place an outpost. Only with mana, so with no need for pioneers. To go with this, I will take the scholar trait. So we start with the knowledge technology, but the more important part is we get a straight up 10% research. And in my last playthrough, I focused on defense and I took light plates, which change the second tier armor from chainmail to light plate. This time we will do the opposite with masterwork chainmail. We'll change the heavy armor tier from heavy plate to masterwork chainmail, so a bit less defense but a lighter armor, since we don't have the bonus to weight lift that we had in with our previous race. I feel that's going to be useful. I'm not going to take any weaknesses for my race. And okay, so let's choose a name, something I can pronounce, hopefully. Kingdom of Isir. Okay. Alright, so now for our sovereign. So we are of the Kingdom of Isir. I'm going to make him a mage. So I will take the Warlock profession, which gives a bonus 50% damage bonus for spells. As far as magic schools are concerned, as I just said, with our race and the Decalon trait, we will be able to buy air, earth, fire and water books to get apprenticed in them. So I will only train in life magic to begin with. This way, at the beginning, our mage won't have any spells, so he will be forced to fight in melee. But later on, he'll be able to learn all the schools of magic. I am going to give him a weakness, clumsy. We'll have to be careful at the beginning, but once we get spells and we start to use him more as a mage, he won't use a lot of melee attack, so this shouldn't affect him too much. And so we are going to take the brilliant traits. It's very important. Plus 10% experience is nice, but also plus 2 spell mastery per level is very important for a mage. Spell mastery being the stat that is used to see if you manage to hit with your spell. We're going to give him the hard aid trait also to counteract the weakness from his race, so plus 1 hit point and also immunity to poison. It's nice. We are going to stack the bonus here from Scholar and from the race to get a plus 20% from the faction. Yes, here. For the faction also have a 10% bonus, so we'll get a plus 20%. So accuracy might be useful at the beginning since we won't have any spells to start with. But I'm not going to take it because I'm going to try and see long term, so that won't be very useful long term. The impulsive trait, that's pretty important because it will allow our sovereign to play first at every combat, and so especially when he has, it's always useful, but especially with the casters, that will allow him to either cast first a big damage spell to weaken all the enemy units, or just debuff them or buff our own units, so it's quite important. And for our last point, I will select Wealthy. So it's a straight up money bonus that we get at the start. So unlike all my other traits, it doesn't affect us all the way through the game. But this money at the beginning will allow us to develop our first city pretty fast. And that will have a lasting impact in our game, I believe. And I am going to give him a spear to begin with. And okay, camos. Okay, I like that name. So I think we are good. We spent our points, so let's. Alright. Okay, so we will take camos and start. So for the map, I am going to play on a large map. We will also play against 5 AI factions. So in order to get a game that doesn't last too long, I'm going to change the pacing of the game. Not epic, but fast. That way the technology progression and the production will be faster. And also the difficulty. Last time we played in the challenging difficulty. This time I'm going to up the difficulty not once but twice, up to expert. So it might be... I might actually lose. I've never beaten the game on expert difficulty yet, so that's gonna be interesting. And all the rest will leave at default. So we'll have 5 opponents on expert difficulty, and I'm just going to make sure wait. Yeah, so I'm going to remove yeah, that one. So I'm going to add Naxir, and I'm going to remove Magnar and add Eri. So now Naxir is a custom faction that I created, and I won a game. It was only on a small map, so I probably created some custom unit with them, but probably not at the highest technology levels. And Eddie, of course, is the sovereign and the faction that we use in my first playthrough. And so it does have quite a few custom units. So it will be interesting to see. So let's make sure, yes, they are all on expert difficulty. And let's play. So since I'm playing in such a high difficulty now, I'm going to assess my starting location. Something that I didn't do in my first playthrough. But if I don't have... And yeah, I think... here is an example. I'm going to restart, generate a new map, because not only because of the difficulty, but as we saw in my last playthrough, when you start with so let's launch a generation. When you start with cities with very low production, you're going to have a very slow start, and I feel it's not very fun to watch. So I'm still going to regenerate this until I get... I'm not looking for a 5-4-3 tile or anything, but at least I want at least 3 production that I can improve to 4 with spells. Otherwise, yes, the start will be quite slow, and I'd like to have a bit more action to start with. Okay, let's see. I mean, here we have better start because but we still have only 2 production. So no, let's I'm really just looking for some better production to start with. Okay, I'm going to take this start, and I'll settle my city on 3-3-2 tile here. So it will have 3 production, and with the enchantment I'll be able to bump it up to 4. Let's make sure there isn't a better tile. No? Okay, and we'll have a crystal and an earth shard close by to start with. And we have a fire champion with fire magic. Okay. So let's settle our city. Alright, so I am going to, since we are playing on expert difficulty, let's see, what do we have as far as monsters? That's pretty easy. That's tough. So I'm going to start by casting meditation first. And I am actually going to start by training a couple of pioneers. And oh yes, I've already moved 2. So we'll recruit this champion next turn. So let's set up the research. So as I said, here is the technology that will unlock the spellbooks that we need to learn the different types of elemental magics. We won't start there, though we will start with Civilization 3 as always. I'm going to start with Civics to get the ability to rush production. So right now I could cast Sovereign Call on the city, but we already have 2 faction prestige, and so 2 growth on the city, that's enough, so I'm not going to waste the mana right now. What I will do, however, is reduce the taxes to none. So now we are going to be, we are not earning any money, and we'll start losing some money as soon as we recruit the champion. But we only have 10% unrest. So I think, yes, we gain 1 turn in the training of pioneers. So let's go to turn 2. Yes, so we have a crystal crag here, so I'm just going to queue it up. Alright, so yes, crushing blow plus 100% attack, but you lose your next attack. That's not very good. Tarth blood, that's okay. 3 attack and 3 initiative when he's in an army of 3 of smaller, so it's good to start with. Later on it won't matter that much. And Fire Apprentice. Yeah, that's okay. So 90 Gildor. So let's start looting with him. Healing potion. Okay. So let's loot this. So 2 defense for 6 weight. So it's not a really good ratio, but I think no, actually 6 weight is putting me directly over 40%. So I'm not going to worry that for now. And here we have a bear curb. So that's a bit of a dangerous creature because of the mole, even though it has a low attack and low accuracy. But I'll go that way and try and develop my my sovereign. Okay, that might be a bad idea, but let's try it. So and yeah, the problem is he moved 3, so he'll probably has the first attack. What's its initiative? 20. So here you see that's, I think that's a bug, or it's it shows that I'm going to act 3 times for every one of the bear's turn, and that is because my initiative here is 72, and that is because of the impulsive trait. But the thing is, it gives me 50 bonus to initiative, but only for the first turn. So even if I were to play it twice in a row, I won't be able to get to him first. So I'm just going to move once. And yeah, so you see, now we all move one after the other. So here I'll just defend. Okay. Alright. And I leveled up to level 2. So here I am actually going to take potential 1. That will get 25% experience bonus, and I'll level up my sovereign faster. Okay, so laser helm for Sved. Okay, so here we have a Darkling Shaman. Yeah, I think it might be a bit too dangerous to take on with just one guy. Even though if you just look at his attack, defense and hit points, he might not look very dangerous, but it's a caster and yeah, it has quite a few spells. So I'm going to go down here and attack the Darkling. And we finished the training of our Pioneer. That's pretty good. And another healing potion. Okay, so that's a potion that we can use as a fire projectile. Alright, so our first Pioneer. So I could use mana to just plant an outpost. But right now I have very little mana, so I'm going to save it for when I need it. Oh, and we have a clay pit here. That's important because it will add material to my city. But there are a couple of enemies that I would need to get rid of first. And at least this wolf army I will need to get some troops before I can attack it. So I'm going to bring my Pioneer here, I believe. To get both the Fire Shard and the Earth Shard. Okay, actually, for now, since my second Pioneer will be needed now, but I need to clean the monster first. Before producing my second Pioneer, I am going to produce a couple of militia units. So they are very weak. But right now I'm still going to need them. And they are very cheap to produce, so I can train quite a few of them really fast. Okay, so let's attack the lurker. Yeah, he's an archer, so I have to run up to him. So I do 612, I don't need anything to... I didn't need to use the ability to kill him in one turn. And here we have a butcherman. Yeah, it's pretty weak. Except when it gets under 25 hit points. So I might try to use his ability, his plus 100% to attack, on this guy to try and kill him in one turn. Oh, and we get a guiding spear. So 7 attack plus 10 accuracy. Immune to counter attack. So let's just check. What is he using now? He has an axe that does 9 attack but gives -2 to initiative. And he has backswing. Actually, for this fight, I believe I might keep the axe. So let's create an outpost here. And these shards, once we've built an altar on them, will not only give us mana but also bonuses to our sovereign and all the troops that we produce. So 1 initiative for the air shard and 1 spell mastery for the fire shard, so that's pretty good. So here is a weak quest, 3 sons. So a farmhouse that appears abandoned. It's a lot of text. Okay, so they have been attacked by a spider, the parents are dead. Okay, and we could heal the woman if we had 100 mana, but we cannot. So we will try and go kill the spider. And we'll get a unit as a reward, so that's pretty good. It was a weak quest, so I might be able to take it to finish it alone. But we will finish this quest in our next episode. For now, we have established our first city and our first outposts. So we'll continue our adventure in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, favorite, comment and subscribe. Thank you and see you later.